So, what's the right way to lift a box? There isn't a right way, right? Some of you are taller, some are shorter, some are stronger, some are weaker, some have more flexibility, some less, and you have habits of lifting that you've had for 20 or 30 or 40 years. What I want you to think about personally is, am I increasing the demands on my body by the way I typically lift? And are there opportunities for me to lower the demands? I am not saying that these principles that I've talked about make it easy. That is not the point. It's already physically demanding. The question is are your choices and your habits even increasing the natural demands that come with it? If I needed to pick this box up, there's a thought process that I would go through. And that's true with anything else I'm going to pick up. Obviously, I'm going to know ahead of time, or at least test and find out how heavy this is. Maybe going to want to think about where I'm going to be putting it or whatever. And if it's super heavy, I may be thinking about, can I get some help for this? But I may look at it and go, oh, hey, it's got handles on the side. You know what I can do? I can just tip this thing up, and just keeping it now in the power zone, I'm able to do a really easy lift. Now, I'm going to guess that you may not have a lot of boxes that are either this light or this easy to pick up or that have handles, so it might be a different story for you. But here's what I want you to think about. If your habit is to pick something up by bending over and doing this, guess what you're doing even with light items where you do have the opportunity to do this? You're not taking advantage of it. And what I want you thinking about is, because repetition is such a big issue, how many lifts are you doing during the day, and how many of them are giving you opportunities and presenting you with opportunities to do it less demanding, but you don't take advantage of it? Another lift that I might do, depending on what's in this box and how heavy it is I want to get my body as close to it as possible, right? Keep it close and keep the curves. The closer it is to my center of gravity, the less demanding it is and the more power I have to be able to do it. I'm then going to just use my lower body to do that. Now, you look at that. I mean, we've watched power lifters for years, right? There isn't a power lifter on the planet that's going to try to pick anything up like this. They're not going to go anywhere if they do that. Now, granted, the people watching this video are probably not power lifters, but the bottom line is you need to try to just get your body as close as possible to the positions that are going to make it less demanding. Another option might be going down to a knee. If I went down to a knee to pick this up, I'm going to get it like this. My next move is not going to be to necessarily even try to stand up. I'm going to try to get it more in my power zone. And from here, it's a much easier lift than trying to go straight down over like this to pick it up. The bottom line is, no right or wrong ways to lift. Think about the scale of from more demanding to less demanding. Watch what you're doing. Where do you fall on that scale? And how can you continue to move it to less demanding? Want to learn more? Check out these other videos next.